it's Amanda with Eat Pray Crunch, and today I wanted to talk to you about how you can find really high quality appliances on a budget and get them for really good prices. Because as you know, we are all about living within our means and living without debt. And if you watch my thrift hauls, you'll probably also see that we get almost everything that we buy used. And I've talked about this in terms of clothes quite a bit and baby gear and that kind of thing. But I realize that there are a lot of things in our house that we have gotten used as well. And I just wanted to talk about where you can find really high quality used appliances and how you can get some really good deals. You can see here we're looking at my beautiful new to us washing machine. And if you know much about washing machines, they are freaking expensive, brand new. We're talking probably somewhere between, $500 and $1,000 depending on the brand and the type that you're getting. But if you know where to look, you can find these appliances for a fraction of the price and in really good condition too, and sometimes even new. So in the last few years, we've gotten a lot of our appliances at a local used appliance shop. It's like a place where they take, people are getting rid of things or old display models, that kind of thing, and they refurbish them and clean them and resell them for a very reasonable price. And everything they sell there is working and functioning, and it's awesome. And I'm assuming that they have used appliance stores in probably most metropolitan areas. So I would definitely look in your area to see if there's one around. So I have been telling my husband that I have been wanting to get a new washing machine for quite a while now, because we had a standard washer. If you haven't seen all of my cloth diaper washing routines and that kind of thing, I'll link those here if you haven't seen them. You probably saw in those videos that we had a standard washing machine with an agitator on the inside, like the old-fashioned kind, and they worked fine for us for the last 2 years. But more recently, I was starting to notice that over time, some of our diapers were starting to fray on the edges, and some of my shirts were getting these tiny little holes, and some of our pants were starting to get holes in them as well. And I was realizing it was because of the agitator in our washing machine. It was a really intense agitation, more than your average washing machine. I think it was a really powerful agitation, and it was starting to eat up our clothes a little bit. And so I had been telling my husband for a long time, I really, really want to get one of these new HE washing machines that's a top loader and has no agitator inside, because this is the latest kind of washing machine technology. I didn't want to get the front loading just because there are, some issues. I've read reviews on all of them, and I know that there can be some issues with mold and stuff and the seal. I also just really like the convenience of still having a top loading one, because you can just dump things in. It's really easy to just dump things in, and I really like that idea. Anyway, so my husband went to the used appliance shop the other day, and he called me and he said, I found this washing machine. So he said, this is exactly what you're looking for. It is, as you can see here, an agitatorless top-loading washing machine. And he said that it is basically brand new, and he didn't even think that it had been used. And that is because it actually still has the protective coating, tape on it. As you can see, kind of that light blue stuff, we'll be taking that off. But we're pretty sure what happened with this washer is that it was a floor model at some appliance store. And the reason that they weren't able to sell it full price, it had this little scratch on the side right here. And you can see over on the other side, down there on the very bottom, there's a little scuffing down there as well. And we're pretty sure that because of that, they weren't able to sell it for full price, and that it was probably a display model. And so we are pretty sure that this is a brand new, unused washing machine. And we bought it for $300. And as you know, that is a fantastic, amazing deal for a brand new, especially HE top-loading, agitator-less washing machine. So we were definitely really excited to find this, and we jumped on that and we bought that on the spot. So I cannot tell you how excited I am to have a new washing machine and not have our clothes being eaten and frayed and getting holes by our washing machine. It's going to be amazing. I'm also just so excited to have one without an agitator, because it's so easy to just dump everything in, especially when it's cloth diapers. Like it was a little bit annoying to have to like push stinky diapers down around the agitator and make sure it all got down in there. But this I can just dump it in and away it goes. So I am really excited about it. It still has its brand new shiny instruction sticker on it here on the lid. And it is a Kenmore Series 500 auto loading sensing and HE high efficiency. So I am super excited to try this with my cloth diapers and with all of our laundry. I am a little bit nervous about it because I have heard some people say that they've had a little bit of trouble with these with cloth diapers. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll be trying it out in a few days. But anyway, the point is, if you look in a used appliance place, or even if you go to any appliance shop and look at their display models, like sometimes they are selling the one that they had on display in the showroom, and you can usually get those for significantly cheaper as well. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how you can go about getting a washer and or a dryer for significantly cheaper. All right, and now we are down in our garage, and I wanted to show you, this was actually the main reason right here that my husband went to the used appliance store the other day, was because we wanted to get a separate freezer to have in our garage, especially with all of the gardening and everything that we do. We like to also buy half a cow from a local, grass-fed, pastured local farm, and just like fill our freezer with meat, and that's our meat for most of the year. And we really needed to have a freezer to be able to do that, and for the things that we prep from the things out of our garden, we have a lot of need for an extra freezer. And so that is the main reason that my husband went and got this freezer for our garage. Pretty sure that standalone freezers, brand new, also cost probably about the same as a washing machine. I would guess somewhere between $500 and $1,000 brand new. And so he also got this for $300. We are using a little bit of our tax refund money that's what we do every year with our tax refund, is that we purchase things specifically for the house or work on a house project with that. And so that's what we did with buying this freezer and the washer. So this one was also about $300. It is a Whirlpool commercial freezer, there it says. The only downside is somebody had wrote the word sold in Sharpie on the side, so it's a little bit of a downside. We tried using like acetone and stuff to get it off, and it just didn't come off, so that's obviously a downside. But this thing is sitting in our garage, nobody's looking at it, so we really don't care how it looks. Are you gonna help mommy film this? Hey. So anyway, so this is our freezer, and I will just open it up and show you the inside. It's really spacious. I didn't want to get a chest freezer because I really dislike digging for things, especially when you're digging for frozen things and your hands get frozen. So I was all about getting an upright freezer. So there it is, and it looks new on the inside. It doesn't even look used. It's completely clean, totally clean, like no evidence of being used at all. So either it was really well cleaned, or this is also another appliance that had maybe been a display model. Hard to say, but it's high quality and just what we needed, and we only spent a fraction of the cost of what we would have for a new one. So while I'm showing you appliances that we've gotten used, this is obviously a very old refrigerator. And this isn't anything that we've gotten recently. This is something that Bill got from the same used appliance store years ago, specifically for our garden needs, because I'll open it up and show you. It's obviously also in our garage, but this is also specifically for our garden produce, because as you can see, there's all of our plums that he just picked off of the tree, and we plan on giving a lot of those away and doing things with them, but if we leave them out, they ripen and spoil really quickly. So with a lot of our produce, like same with, there's like all of the cucumbers from our garden. We have some like peas in there, all sorts of things. We put onions and carrots and all sorts of things from our garden. So that's why Bill got this refrigerator originally, was just for all of our extra garden produce, a place to store it before we can either use it or process it or give it away or whatever we need to. So we actually have an extra freezer and an extra refrigerator in our garage. So that's why we have that. The reason we got the freezer was because just this one extra freezer was not quite big enough for trying to get like a whole quarter or half of a cow or pig or whatever animal that we're getting from a local farm. So that's mainly why we got the bigger freezer in addition. But this one, I think Bill got really cheap. I think, you know, because obviously it's a really old style refrigerator, and so I think this was like $100 or less. So really cheap. It works perfectly well. No issues with it. It's just old looking. But like we said, it's in our garage, so we really don't care what it looks like. So there's another appliance that we got used. All right, as you can see, Sophie is watching some Sesame Street here. And the reason I am showing you our TV is because this is another thing that we got not used, but this TV was a display TV at Costco, and they were selling the actual display that they had out. So we got this brand new TV, it's a Philips, I believe, for a significant discount at Costco. So that is another thing that you can do. Like I mentioned, if you go to appliance stores or Costco or wherever it is that you're going, you can often just find that they are selling the actual displays, and those are significantly cheaper. You're just buying it without all of the packaging. So that is another way that you can save on appliances and household items like this. So anyway, that's all for today. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how you can save a significant amount of money on pretty high quality appliances. When you're trying to live a debt-free lifestyle and living within your means, when you're trying to buy big ticket items like that, they are often really unaffordable when you're getting them brand new. And there are definitely ways to get them either lightly used or even new if you know where to look. I just wanted to give you guys a few ideas on how you can save money. Another place that you can get them other than used appliance shops or display models are just places like Craigslist, or if you have a local buy-sell swap or buy-sell trade group on Facebook, you can often find great deals on appliances that way. And that actually reminds me that I actually just sold our old washing machine on that buy, sell, trade Facebook page. So I actually sold that one for just $75, but if you think of that in terms of taking that price off of the one that you just bought, and we bought this one for $300, so that's basically like we paid $225 for this one. So that's an amazing, amazing deal for a brand new washer. So that is another way that you can save money, is when you're getting rid of your old appliances, you can try selling them on a local Facebook group or Craigslist or that kind of thing as well, which helps you save even more money. So if you're interested in learning a few more tips and tricks for ideas and how you can buy things within your budget, I have a whole playlist about living within your means that I'll link here in the cards, and be sure to check that out. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I put up a new video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.